All right. Sorry, guys. How we doing? Trying to get my little technical difficulty. Give me just a moment. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check. Is audio okay, guys? Boom. What's up? Okay. Who's in the house? What's up, CC? Lorraine, Rochelle, Miguel. What's up, Dale Napper? How we doing, everybody? Doing all right. Texas in the house, baby. Here we go. Audio's good. Miss Naya, hello. Thanks, Naya. Yeah, I wanted to say thank you. I've busted 9K subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. Pretty big accomplishment for a nobody from a nowhere town. Used to be a coal miner. So just want to say thanks. I really appreciate it. Everybody that supports me. Y'all are the bomb. I love you. That's right, Ricky. 10K's coming. 10K is coming. I can feel it. I know it's coming. Now, if anybody's been listening to me, let's get thank you, Rays. Yeah. It's coming. My screen switched here for you. Let's see here. There we go. Jaleel, thank you. I did do my time, brother. About 11 years in there. Daddy, yo, Autumn Storm, what's up? That's right, Ray's Christensen. Here's futures. This is the S&P futures, guys. And she's popping, okay? I told everybody earlier and yesterday, you know, when I was charting from after hours from the day before, I said that, we rebounded, we came up, And we basically got to about what comes to pre-market high. Now, if you'll notice on Thursday, we dropped hard. Look where we came and retested, right? Right here. There's a little shelf of consolidation here, right? Rebound, come up, and we get denied right here. That's the first piece of where we had to get across right now. The next piece will be Thursdays and Wednesday highs up here. And I'll get that on another on the actual SPY here in a moment. But you're going to see now we're already above this line. We have broken this resistance in the overnight session on futures. That was number one. Now, number two is going to be up here. So let's bring the SPY up and correlate that with that, okay? That's right, Ricky. Oh, what's up, Leonidas? Yep. I remember you, brother. Juan, it could be a rug pull. Yeah, it could be a rug pull. Ain't no doubt. I mean, everything can be. But you can see, these politicians on both sides of the aisle, and I'm not going to get political here. On both sides of the aisle, they like to play games at certain times. And I kind of assume now that these elections are over, they'll come to the table. You'll see a resolution. I would almost bet on it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, we got to get over this shelf, which is what we're doing right now in the overnight session. I'm going to bring this up. If you've been listening to me a little bit, this is Webull, so we can see the 24-hour session. So we're going to maximize this chart. Now, has anybody listened to me for the past few days about Webull or about Meta? Look what Meta did. Let's see here. Right? Along with the SPY, same thing. Let's go 15. Oh man, SPY's ripping, baby. Okay. Here's Meta now. 642.40 on Meta. So if you've been dip buying this with me the past few days, or you've been having this on your eyeball, I told you I've been nibbling. I'm already up. I'm already up on my shares. Already up on Meta. Let's see. Let's see what SPY is going to run into here. Let's go to 1 hour. See this shelf right here, guys? 678.40. We got to get across this. We got to get across this next and see. This volume bar, 681.25. And then this volume bar here, 684. These will be your numbers on the SPY. Right there, about 684. Okay. That's kind of the whole down move right now. If we were to start ramping up above this, okay. This is the whole down move measured. If we just go right there. This is why I don't like the. Let me just do it on here. Give me just a moment. I'll get my comments back, guys. Let me get my comments. Government shutdown is over. Oh, they're voting tonight. Yeah, I told you. Well, could be good. Could be good. I think what has presented the most opportunity is what I've covered the last week to 2 weeks. Okay. I assume he'll sign it probably. Nice. Okay. This could be very bullish. Could give some good market sentiment. She's running. Yeah, she's running. Be nice. Okay, so let's measure this whole move on the SPY. This is what I had on my radar Friday going into close. On the 1 hour, I wanted to see if this 1 hour can make it up to the zero line and if we could bust 60. And it looks like we're doing that in the overnight session. RSI, yeah. 1 hour RSI is now 65. So now, in turn, I'm going to want the 4 hour to start following suit. And the 4 hours at 53. Starting to become bullish. I like it. What we got here. I like this line at 674. We're already at 675.40. So this will need to now become support, guys. So on the flip side, we're already past it. If we come back and back test this, I would look for 674 to get back tested for support. Y'all keep an eye on that. And then your next support down tomorrow is going to be this shelf here. And I like this bottom right here from Thursday, 668.70. These are the numbers I like right now. 668.70. Yeah, you never know. G baby trunk bangers. What a name. But you never know. I get it. You don't ever know. So we will look for 674 to maybe get back tested for support, and then 668.70. So if we pop up a little, we come back and back test, then this is what G-Baby's talking about there. If you get out too bullish and try to front run this too much, and you don't set yourself some support levels, you're going to get burned, because this could come right back up and just drop another leg. No doubt about it. It can. It's starting to appear bullish, but we'll see. Now, I would look for one of these two levels to get back tested to prove to me. That way we don't want to, last week's low is going to be 661. If we was to come test that again and fail, then that's bad. And then if these two upper levels can't hold, that's bad too. So keep those on your radar. Right there. Well, these will change tomorrow. This will be down here. 661. This will be important, okay? Jersey finest. For the government being shut down. Um 1 second, guys. Okay. Look at MACD and RSI on the 4-hour. Yeah, they're flipping up. Here's your 4-hour with the 24-hour session on. We've retaken 50 on the 4-hour, and we got a cross up on the MACD. Now, of course, this has got to get to the 0 line to be a reversal. The 1-hour has done so, and I would expect we will get, between now and tomorrow, something's going to back test a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what we get tomorrow morning. Okay. I'm glad you didn't get furloughed, Jersey. I had a few friends that had a few issues. Hopefully some people didn't get too far behind on stuff. I know how it goes. What's up, IP Therapy Group? Good evening. Jules Texan forever. Hey, hey. Robert says meta to 1,000 by tomorrow. I'd like that, man. I would love that. I would love that. Bring it to me all day long. Palantir up 3%. I liked Palantir. So are you guys good with these levels? You're also going to want to watch 679.50. And then we would have to get really back above 685. You got a lot of structure here in this range. So from 679.50 up to 685 is going to be some junk to get through probably, okay? Let's keep that on your radar. There are those levels. If you want a screenshot, copy image. Let me throw that on Discord. Oh yeah. So there we go. I posted those on Discord for you, okay? If you're not in Discord, if you want to if you'd like to come join us on this journey of learning and earning, come over to the Stocks with Josh Discord. If you tap the description on this video, you're going to see the very top link that you see is the link to the Discord family. And if you are struggling in your trading journey, then you need a family of like-minded people and traders to learn with. And we got the best. I will say, I think we have the best place to be out of any Discord I've ever been in. I've been in a few over my time. This is the nicest with the most value in it. I love it. Josh runs a clean house, so I love it. All right, I'm going to get to a few other tickers. So if you want to do that, you can hit the description in the video. You can if you hit that top link, where's my camera? There's my camera. You can hit that top link in the description of the video, and it's going to get you into the Discord with me. That's my link that supports me. If you scroll on down through there a little bit, you're going to see links for TradingView. You're going to see links for Webull. If you're looking for the tools, those are the tools I use. And then I do group classes and coaching on the side too, if you're interested in that. My email is in there, okay? Ricky Jones, you rascal. You super chatting me. Thank you, brother. Daggone, look at you, son. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. You got one you want me to chart, Ricky? As a brokerage, Candyman, Webull, absolutely 100% for scalping and day trading. 100% it's better. It's 1,000 times faster to get in and to get out. Rick, if you got something you want me to chart for you, my friend, you tell me. That was a super generous super chat, man. Thank you so much. Blessing to a blessing, yeah. I got you, man. You know I got you. Look at there, 254 people in here. If y'all don't care, will you hit that like button for me? And if you've not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Let's hit. Somebody asked me about TTD a second ago. I cut that thing. It wasn't. We ran it nicely, but it failed to break out That's not saying it can't go still. But we ended up taking small profits. We got in down in here, ran this all the way up, waiting for the breakout that never broke out. Right here was supposed to be the breakout, and it couldn't do it. We went in on technicals. We went in on a inverse head and shoulders, and the inverse head and shoulders play did not pan out. We didn't get not enough buyers stepped in. You know, it happens sometimes. We were still way up in profit several times. I still took some profit, but the potential just left. Now it's sitting back under its previous start point, so not crazy about it unless it starts proving some strength to me, and it just keeps failing every time. You know, it's not enough. There's not enough buyers stepping in, so it'll have to get back to 43 for me, and then hold. If it can't hold 43, and you'll go see there's nothing really below it. Unfortunately, this is like the whole thing. Now, this could come all the way to 32. I'm not holding stuff down there. This is where those people get in. And what I'm telling you is there's no structure through here, right? There's nothing through here to catch us. So, you know, there's been several bounces here on 39 before. You might keep that on your radar. I'm not saying this is completely dead, but this could come back down here and test 32 easily before it finds support. We'll see. All right. And I'll just say before I start going here, I'll do a few charts, but I can't stay on that. Okay, Jay Joy said hood. I can look at hood. I don't do that much. All right, let's get hood. What a strong move. Let's see here what we got, guys. Everybody have a good weekend. What? Anybody eat anything good today, man? Autumn, you'd have to travel down towards Tennessee to see me play music. It'd be cool though if some of y'all got to come sometime. Dale Napper, on the fixed range volume profile, does the row size make a difference? Good question. Row size makes a little difference. And what it does, Dale, is gives you more definition. The higher you go, the more definition it kind of gives you. But it gets to a point of being ridiculous. Like, you know, some people will run it way up here, right? This is like 500. I'm not crazy about this though. I'm just not crazy about it. Some people like to do that. I'm more so on down around the 30 mark usually. I think stock is at 24. So that gives me especially when I'm looking at big time frames, like this is the weekly. I'm looking for good defined lines, That's what I'm looking for. So it depends on what you get used to, but this is how I normally run it. I'll put mine around 30. The width of the box is what makes the most difference to me, because if this thing is not out like that, I think stock is way down here. I like it to come across my price action on the biggest bar, and that'll usually get you around 100, something like that. That way, the point of control and the largest bars are coming out to at least the current price, which is right here, right? So at least it's coming out, and that's kind of giving me a view of what's under me and what's over me. So if I've got those two short, they're all back here and I can't see what's going on. I like them to come across the price action so I can sort of see what's up, That's what I do. So hood, likewise is probably up in the overnight session. Yeah. It's back to 135.70. Pretty much everything's going to chart like this. It's already back to 135.70. So it's about to test its weekly low in the overnight session, 137 area, 137.25. You would have to start getting back above that on the price action. That's last week's low, and it needs to sort of reclaim that to start with. Overall, this is one of those that didn't pull back an insane amount like Meta and Netflix. It was starting to get hairy, so set yourself an alert at the 0 line, and then if Hood was to hit that with the MACD, it could be bad. But for the most part, it's sort of in consolidation here, even though it looks like a double top. To get very bearish on it, it's going to have to lose this 120, 122, something like that. That's its low and its support right now. That was probably previous highs. It was right there. Yeah. So it was looking a little bit bearish. It's flipping in the overnight, so you could just get the bounce on your RSI here at 40 and take back off, and this MACD curls back up right here. We'll see in the morning what it's going to. We'll see in the coming couple of days if this market's going to flip back, or if we're just going to if we're just going to pop, test resistance, and fall back down. How about Moo? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Moo for what it is, for its tools, and for its and for long-term investing or swing trading. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with it. But it is not made for scalping options. Certain things are, or certain tools are built differently. Bella, if I'm saying that right, Bella. And Moo is not made for scalping options. When it takes 5 to 15 seconds to get an order in, I do appreciate your 2 thumbs downs too. Even though I still love you. So, yeah, I'm not crazy about Moo. Not at all. We've got Lyft few people asking for Lyft. You can see Lyft had a killer day the other day. It's already starting to break back out. And that's resistance too. $22. Let's get this here. So if we close, this is the weekly. If we begin to close over this 22, and without even, before I even do it, I'm going to tell you there's no structure here. Right? There's no structure in this area to hold us back if this thing starts closing over 22 and then we get the right momentum going, right? So when we throw on volume range, take it back to the top up there, you see there's nothing here. There's no structure there. No market structure, right? So these are pretty clear skies until maybe if you go way back here you get a little bit, but it's nothing like this. All this is consolidation down here between 7 and 20, right? This is people been back here for a few years buying, which would have been smart. So over 22 gets really bullish up to 32. This was kind of my last prediction with Lyft. I can see us getting to at least 32. If you go to the monthly is just starting to get bullish, right? So what will happen is if this signal line catches up and gets through the zero line, that's a full confirmed buy signal on the monthly. And I could easily see us pushing to 32. Yep. What you eating, Miss Naya? I had soup, beans, and cornbread. Boom, baby. It's good too. Oh, the thumbs downs. The keyboard warriors, that's right. I love it. So that's Lyft. That's kind of how I see Lyft. I think it's a decent dollar cost average for a long play. I've just been buying shares. If it starts getting over 22 and closing, I'll consider a leap. Okay. Chicken biscuits and gravy. Boom, baby. Palantir. Again, at the bottom of its range. And it held. So here is a large block of consolidation all through here, right? About 186.80. There's your first resistance for Palantir. Plant-based food, and he dropped me off a plate of rice. Fried cauliflower, sweet taters, greens, mac and cheese. Daggone, Naya. I'm getting hungry again. Oh, man, that sounds good. I really wanted some of these to come back and test their 200, but they're not giving it to us. Let's see if Palantir dropped to 20. We dropped the 9 to 20. Let's check this. Let's check the 100. Boy, she got awful close to the 100. Awfully close. There's the 50. It lost the 50. Stayed above the 100. Okay. I like it back above 186, or if you're buying off these lows down here. I saw these lows a few days ago. About right in here. 170, 170.50. Oh my God, is my Discord blowing up? Gotta cut that. Okay, I turned it off, guys. Sorry. I like Palantir. On the daily, it looks like with the way it's coming overnight. Yeah, we're all the way back to 185 almost. So we're going to come test this pretty soon, this 186. And we're going to see if we get back over the 9 EMA. Guys, just like on a 5-minute chart, like when let's look at Palantir on Friday. One of the first things I look for on a reversal is, can we retake the 9 EMA? And then will the 9 EMA cross back above the 20, just like it did down here, right? That was an early sign of reversal for a trend. Now, the same goes on any time frame that you're trading. On the daily, we have gotten away from the tight moving averages, the 9 and the 20, and it's time to come retest those again. When you're talking to these tight ones, the 9 EMA especially, you're going to come revisit that pretty soon. You won't blow away from it too awfully far without getting a retest. And then you get areas that are more difficult, that are like this, that are not on a trend. When they're not on a trend, they cannot hold the 9 EMA. It's above it and below it, even on the daily. So we're going to come back up here and test these and see what happens. See if we get back across the 9 EMA on the daily, right? That's what we got to do. On the 1 hour, we have retaken it. On the 4 hour, we're over it. But you'll see the 9 has not crossed back above the 20. It has on the 1 hour. They intersected on Friday at the end of the day. So we're going to see how these things flip on the big time frames. The 4 hours trying right now. We'll see how it goes. All right. Joe's Pools. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. I give a shout out to Mr. Joe's Pools. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. So Dale, I hit Meta early. Meta's in the same. A lot of these are going to be in the same boat. We're getting a bounce off their supports, right? So the 4-hour has retaken the 9 and the 20. And we're going to see if the 9 will now intersect and go back above the 20 and start getting price action back on top. Okay. 9 is nine is, I love the 9 because it hugs price action on a trend on whatever time frame you're watching, right? In my opinion, it's like the closest, most reliable, fastest one, and then the 20. Did you trade on the Wall Street floors? No, I traded on the coal mining floors. I've never been to Wall Street. I've never been to New York or anything. I've never been up there. Yeah, they're all cooking. Roblox and Chipotle. What is Roblox? RBLX. Oh yeah. Nice. Wow, look at there. So it had an up day. Yeah, Gene Money Tree. I had Chipotle on my radar a few weeks back. Roblox was strong Friday. Look at that. Most of the market was down half the day and then reversed. Roblox took off like a rocket ship, huh? Okay. Let's go check it out on TradingView. I'll do this one, guys, and then I about got to go. I can't hold my eyes open. I debated on coming on this late, but I wanted to be here for you. Yeah, I like the look of this a lot for reversal. The daily hit its oversold. Look at there. I'd be watching for if we can recapture 40 now and get this signal line on your RSI. That will be, I'll put me an alert on 41 on RBLX, and then see if we get a flip back up on this MACD down here. I don't mind the look of this at all. You can see it's came right to the 200 and bounced on this. You see this little support level back here, right there. I like it. Oh yeah, easy peasy. It caught on this volume shelf right here. Yeah, there you go. And it's already back to 109.90. Right about there. There's its price in the overnight session right now. Okay, that pink line, 109.90. I think this gets to 120 before it gets much fight. Top of this shelf. Really close to it, really close to 120 before you start seeing some issues. Okay. That's how I see it, Gene. I got time for one or two more here, y'all. Where'd my comments go? Hey, I appreciate you big time. What do you think about the volume on Friday for Roblox? 8.3 million, 6 million. Well, nothing insane. Nothing insane. So I would say, I'd say you can get back towards 120, and you'd use 107 kind of as a support line, the top of this volume shelf. But I think you got a chance back to between 116 and 120 right here before you got a lot of trouble. Right there. 115, 114. 114 all the way up to 120. You could start hitting some consolidation, okay? Thank you, G Baby. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate it, Mr. Clean Entertainment. Yep, I'm gonna get some rest. My CoreWeave bounced up tonight. Can you check it if it's looking better? Yep. CRWV. Where's she going to tonight? CoreWeave. Yep, 110 almost, 109.60. Yeah, this will be actually probably your first. This is probably the first piece of trouble it's going to run into. Honestly, you need to get back above 110. 160, 160. This is how I would see this, man. And 110. So if the move continues, then you come back. You may come back. 109.60 is right in here. You could come back test 108.50 for support. Because price is actually up in here right now, technically in the overnight session. So you'd want to see if 108.50 holds, and then you got a little more support here about 106.30. Okay. There you go, my friend. It is bouncing some. And you can screenshot that right fast if you need to, those levels. I think on it could have found support here. My next alert was down here at 90. So we may not revisit that, man, between 85 and 90. That was my next one under this. So if the bounce continues, you're going to see a reversal tomorrow on your RSI, and this will come recapture 40, and you would want to stay above 40 if you do that. Okay? So set you an alert down here tomorrow. Make sure you don't lose back under 40. If you get under 40 on your RSI, you can break support under you. So I have to see how some of these things look in the open tomorrow when the market opens, okay? All right, my friends. Let me get my comments here. Sourly Tobe, I done Spy. Yeah, I think I did Spy first, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. CoreWeave's got earnings Monday. I'm sorry, guys. I think I would unless you're in it already. And then see if it holds. You need to see if it holds this move that we just got, this gap up. See if it holds it. Then you can see if it retests this 105 area and holds. Okay. All right, my friends. Thank you all. Yep. I did meta already. Drink. Fat Tony, what's up? Jersey's a double bottom boom, baby. Double boom. Yeah. Think about Chipotle's a good time. Yeah, I don't remember. CMG, wasn't it? You're gonna have to get back above 32. Yeah. Have to get back above 32, man. Gene. I don't think. I mean, it could be starting to get in a decent place to nibble. I keep an eye on it. See if you get back above your signal line down here on the RSI. Get a flip. And then 3380 or the 3240 area right here. 3260. Those will be the two above you here to watch out for. Okay. See if you get this thing to come on around. It's getting attractive down there. See how long it stays oversold. That's all I got, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna hit the bed. Chris 7577. I do lessons and stuff on the volume profile. It's hard to just explain real quick. It's my favorite tool to use, though. I love it. Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna hang it up tonight, get some rest, feel good in the morning. Is it over or something? I don't know. Yeah. They're closing several CMG. Oh. Starbucks bids adieu to China. Why it could boost the stock. I'm not kept up with the news in it, so I don't know. They're closing a bunch down or something. And, these things are here was the breakdown. Ultimately, this thing's got to get back above 50, about 57, and then 65. For BMNR. Yeah. Pretty close. 57 and then 65 is going to be your two resistances above. It's not a horrible place to start nibbling on it. If crypto starts turning around right here, okay? Not a horrible place. I mean, bottom dollar was down here at 30 for me on this. Yeah. RKT. You talking about Rocket Labs, Louisa? I'm hitting on futures here. Or is it RKT? Rocket Companies, RKT. Rocket Mortgage. I'm not sure what is that the right one? Rocket Companies? RKT? Mine says Rocket Companies. I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing. All right. Guys, I really appreciate you. I'd love to hang another hour and chart a bunch. That's about all I got in me tonight. If you are here from YouTube, I would invite you to come join us on the Discord. I'd love to be a helping hand in your journey for trading. and investing and just learning. We do a lot over here. We work hard. I promise you, I work hard for you. If you consider supporting me, you can tap on the description. Thank you, G baby. You can tap on the description in the video. Join the Discord. It's the top link. You can resubscribe with my link if you want to really support me. And yeah, everything else is in there. Tip jars are in there. My email's in there for coaching. I do one-on-one coaching. I do small group classes where we do group coaching, and I would love for you to be part of that. The email's in there. Look me up. Send me a message. I will reply. Sometimes it takes me a day or two, but I will reply. I love you. I'll see you bright and early in the morning, guys. Get you some rest. That's right, Mr. Clean. Get the VIP. It's worth it. I agree. Yeah, hit that like button for me before you head out. I really appreciate that. If you've not subscribed, please sub. Help me grow this page. Working hard for everybody. I promise you that. I don't take it lightly. All right. Peace.